Hello everyone, it's your favorite Sheriff Labrador and Sheriff Dobie back again. Today, we're going to escape from the mean teacher who loves to keep us after class. If you enjoy this video, please like it and comment with suggestions for which game we should play in the next episodes. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and share the video with your friends. Your support means a lot to us. Enjoy watching.
Hello everyone, wow! This classroom looks almost exactly like my classroom when I was a little puppy in school. I had an old chubby teacher who always gave bad grades and kept us after class. Maybe I've grown up, but the teacher still works at this school, and this teacher is the one I'm thinking of. Alright, we'll deal with this a bit later.
Wow, look where we are. We're running through cold pipes and our paws are getting a bit chilly. Alright, Sheriff, that's not the most important thing right now. Our main task today is to complete this scary and mysterious obby escape and free all the players who are stuck here. After all, we're the sheriffs, and our main job is to rescue the little players from these strange and secret places. Hopefully, this teacher will be fired soon and won't be able to keep his students after class anymore.
I absolutely agree with you, Sheriff Labrador. We need to rescue as many players as possible from this mysterious obby escape, because that's our main task. Also, followers, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, because our main goal is to reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of the summer. We hope we can achieve this with your help since we make these videos for you, and we'd be thrilled if you supported us actively. Thank you for watching us, and don't forget to comment on which game we should play in the next videos. We'll choose the most popular and interesting suggestion and make the next episode based on that game.
Wow, we're sliding down the pipes now. Yuck, there's so much dust here that my dog nose can't handle it. I'm about to start sneezing and get an allergy attack. Followers, who else is allergic to dust? Personally, I have a really strong allergy, so we need to get out of this dusty place as soon as possible. Whoa, we've made it down, and there's that chubby teacher sitting in front of us. We need to run away from him quickly before he realizes we escaped from the classroom and starts chasing us. We have to escape as fast as we can to help as many players as possible get away from this crazy teacher.
Oh no, that crazy teacher is running right after us. We need to hide from him as quickly as possible. To escape, we need the key hanging on the wall. Don't ask me how I know all this information, followers. Since we're sheriffs, we have to know everything, and our dog instincts never let us down. We're almost there. Just a little bit more to get away from this smelly, chubby teacher who keeps his students after class. It's totally unfair and unjust.
OMG, that was so easy. The chubby teacher, who smells like dirty underwear, barely managed to run. I didn't even get tired. Now I'm going to test my strength on the obstacle course. I think this is where my paws will really start to ache, but I hope it's a really cool obstacle course like the one I had in school. If it's too easy, I won't even bother. It would be a complete waste of time. All right, less talk, more action. We still need to rescue all the players who fell into the hands of the nasty and mean teacher and can't escape. I promise you, viewers, that we will save as many players as possible today, so watch the video from start to finish.
Wow, this is really exciting and interesting. We're jumping right along these wooden logs. These obstacles strangely resemble the ones used in firefighter training courses, where big dogs specially trained to navigate such tough and impassable challenges work. I hope we can complete this parkour as quickly as possible and move on to rescuing players from the clutches of the chubby and smelly teacher.
In my early days as Sheriff Labrador, the world was full of mysteries and adventures waiting to be discovered. One bright morning, a distress call echoed through our quaint town. A kitten had ventured too far up a tree and couldn't find its way down. With my tiny tail wagging furiously, I dashed to the scene, determined to lend a helping paw. Arriving at the base of the towering oak, I assessed the situation with a serious nod. The kitten, perched precariously on a high branch, meowed anxiously as onlookers gathered below, unsure how to help. With a confident bark, I began my ascent, using every ounce of puppy agility to navigate the branches. After a series of daring leaps and careful maneuvers, I reached the kitten's side. With reassuring licks and gentle nudges, I encouraged the frightened feline to trust me. Together, we descended the tree, step by cautious step, until we safely touched ground. The crowd erupted in cheers and applause, showering us with praise for our bravery and teamwork. From that day on, I proudly wore my sheriff badge, knowing that I had a duty to protect and assist those in need. Whether it was rescuing a lost toy or guiding a lost child home, I approached each task with the same determination and heart. As I grew older and wiser, my adventures as Sheriff Labrador continued, each one leaving its mark on the hearts of our town's residents. But none compared to the joy of that first rescue. where a brave puppy and a scared kitten forged a bond that would last a lifetime. As word spread of my successful kitten rescue, more and more animals in our town began seeking my help. Whether it was a lost puppy in the park or a bunny stuck in a burrow, I was always ready to lend a paw. One particularly memorable day, a family of ducklings found themselves stranded in a fast-flowing stream after heavy rain. With determination in my heart, I splashed into the water, ignoring the cold and the swirling currents. The worried mother duck quacked loudly as I approached, her feathers ruffled with concern for her babies. I carefully gathered each fluffy duckling in my mouth, gently carrying them back to the safety of the shore one by one. The grateful duck family waddled away happily, their quacks of thanks echoing across the water. I stood proudly on the bank, water dripping from my fur, knowing that I had once again made a difference. The townsfolk cheered and praised me for my bravery and kindness, and I felt a deep sense of fulfillment in my role as Sheriff Labrador. As the seasons passed, I encountered many more challenges and adventures. From rescuing stranded climbers on rocky trails to comforting scared kittens stuck in attics, each experience strengthened my resolve to protect and serve. I became known as the dependable Sheriff Labrador, always ready to respond to any call for help with enthusiasm and courage. Through it all, I never forgot the lessons learned in those early days, the importance of compassion, bravery, and teamwork. I treasured the friendships I made and the trust placed in me by both animals and humans alike. And so, dear friends, that's the story of how a young Sheriff Labrador embarked on a journey of heroism and heart in the puppy world, leaving paw prints of kindness wherever my adventures took me.
In my early days as Sheriff Dobie, the world seemed like a playground of endless possibilities. One sunny afternoon, a commotion erupted in the bustling town square. A little boy had lost his favorite kite to the mischievous gusts of wind. With my floppy ears perked up and tail wagging with determination, I knew it was my time to shine. Bounding across the cobblestone streets, I followed the sound of sniffles until I found the distraught boy, tears streaming down his cheeks as he pointed to his kite, now caught high in the branches of a towering oak tree. With a bark of reassurance, I set to work, sizing up the challenge ahead. Using my agile frame and sharp instincts, I leaped from branch to branch, carefully navigating the tree's intricate canopy. The kite fluttered just out of reach, teasingly dancing in the breeze. Undeterred, I persisted, inching closer with each daring leap until finally, with a triumphant snatch of my teeth, I retrieved the prized kite. Cheers erupted from the gathered crowd as I gently lowered the kite to the delighted boy below. His face lit up with joy as he hugged his beloved kite tightly, thanking me with a shy grin. I wagged my tail proudly, basking in the warmth of his gratitude and the admiration of the townspeople. From that day on, I wore my sheriff badge with pride, knowing that I had a duty to protect and assist those in need. Whether it was rescuing lost toys, guiding elderly cats across busy streets, or helping to organize the annual town picnic, I approached each task with enthusiasm and a wagging tail. As I grew older and wiser, my adventures as Sheriff Dobie continued, each one filled with laughter, friendship, and moments of bravery. Through it all, I cherished the bonds I formed and the lessons I learned, the importance of kindness, perseverance, and always being ready to lend a helping paw. And so, dear friends, that's the story of how Sheriff Dobie embarked on a pawsome journey of heroism and compassion in the puppy world, leaving paw prints of joy wherever my adventures took me. As news of my kite rescuing escapades spread throughout the town, I found myself increasingly called upon to assist in various dilemmas. One sunny morning, I received an urgent call from the local bakery. A mischievous squirrel had snuck into the kitchen and was causing havoc among the freshly baked goods. With a determined bark and a wag of my tail, I dashed to the scene. The baker greeted me anxiously, pointing towards the kitchen where flour-covered paw prints led to the pantry shelves. I sniffed the air, detecting the faint scent of almonds, the squirrel's favorite treat. I stealthily approached the pantry, my ears alert for any signs of movement. Suddenly, a flurry of activity ensued as the squirrel darted out, knocking over jars of ingredients in its haste. I sprang into action, chasing the nimble intruder around tables and through stacks of cooling pastries. After a spirited pursuit filled with acrobatic leaps and clever maneuvers, I finally cornered the mischievous squirrel behind a stack of flour sacks. With a gentle bark and a firm stance, I persuaded the squirrel to surrender peacefully. It chittered nervously, but eventually relented, allowing me to escort it safely out of the bakery. The baker showered me with praise and gratitude, offering a delicious treat as a token of appreciation. I wagged my tail happily, savoring the taste of victory and the satisfaction of a job well done. The townsfolk applauded my efforts, and from that day on, I became known as the dependable Sheriff Dobie, always ready to tackle any challenge with courage and a wagging tail. Throughout my adventures as Sheriff Dobie, I encountered many more amusing escapades and heartwarming moments. From rescuing kittens stuck in trees to organizing community events, each experience strengthened my bond with the townspeople and taught me valuable lessons about loyalty, perseverance, and the power of kindness. And so, dear friends, that's the story of how Sheriff Dobie continued his paw-some journey of heroism and compassion in the puppy world, leaving paw prints of joy and goodwill wherever my adventures took me.